The following Let's Play has been rated perfectly fine to watch. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, Mwahaha!
Super Mario 3D World!
This is the best Mario game. Do I have your attention yet? Okay, good. Now, I really need to apologize for my lack of updates of my Let's Plays. Things have been really sucky these past few months, and okay, I realize that's pretty much the excuse I gave for starting Final Fantasy VI. But thinking on it, I went in completely the wrong direction. Rather than starting up a new complicated Let's Play to be editing in addition to my other Let's Plays that I'm editing, I need to take a step back. I need to start with something fresh. Start with just a single game to Let's Play. Not focusing on 3, not focusing on 2, just one game to Let's Play. And with minimal editing. And so, I have decided to Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. Even though a ton of people are Let's Playing it right now, I figured I'd do it too. Even though, yeah, this isn't going to be anywhere as good as the others because I'm kind of by myself, which, you know, kind of sucks. I will say I'm going to be trying to go for 100%, so, you know, there's that. But yeah, that's pretty much the excuse I'm giving for this Let's Play. Just going to do this Let's Play for a while, and then I'm going to be returning to my other games that I've been Let's Playing. Not going to do much editing, not going to bother with a death counter. Among other things, the game actually has a death counter of its own. Somewhere. I forget where it was. I think it was in the file select. It was showing how many deaths you've acquired throughout the game. But anyway, another reason I wanted to Let's Play this is I'm kind of itching to do a Let's Play of a modern game. Because right now the most modern Let's Play I have is Sly Cooper. And I didn't even get past the first episode of that for reasons that I don't feel like explaining. So I just choose this. This seems like a really terrible game to be Let's Playing right now. Like I said, everybody's Let's Playing it. Most people who are Let's Playing it have other people to play it with, and so their commentary is going to be better because, you know, they are going to be able to work off each other. Me, I'm by myself, and I'm not popular. But you know what, I really don't care. I just feel like playing this game, because, like I said, this is, in my opinion, the best Mario game. Even better than Super Mario World, even better than Super Mario Bros. 3, because it has, like, elements of both, and it's just a magical adventure. And I am playing as Princess Peach because, for one thing, it's kind of rare to actually be playing as Princess Peach in a Mario game. I mean, there was Super Princess Peach on the Nintendo DS, but you know, that doesn't count. Because it's not, I mean, yeah, it's a Princess Peach adventure, but emotions, I don't know. And of course, Princess Peach has the ability to float, which I figure is going to be really helpful in this adventure. I'd like to, you know, not die a whole lot. Alright, so here we go. I will say, right off the bat, this is a really nice game to look at. It's not really apparent here, aside from, hey look, there's like shadows here and there and sort of, that sort of thing. But as the game goes on, we're going to be encountering some really nice locations. Also, Catsuit. It is like the main draw of this game. At least for me. I mean, besides the fact that it's a Mario, that was kind of also a draw. But yeah, running on all fours, I mean, I'm a furry. Of course this catsuit thing is going to be interest me. And it, you know, it looks pretty cool. Being able to slash at enemies, being able to climb up walls. That's pretty cool. I mean, every Mario game has to have a set of new power-ups to play around with. Or at least a key power-up. A main power-up introduced in the game. And well, for this game, it's the catsuit, and it was a really good idea because I just love playing as the catsuit, Princess Peach, or any other character. Sometimes I don't really get to play as Princess Peach. I was playing with my little cousins with this, and occasionally they would take Princess Peach, but most of the time it was me because, well, actually no, most of the time it wasn't me. I mean, they're my little cousins. How can I say no to letting one of them play as Princess Peach? You know what? No. You cannot go through the pipe. I'm not letting you. Anyway, on the left side there... Whoa, how do you get those? Can you actually... There was, like, hidden coins up there. I never noticed that before. Can you actually, like, walk across the pipe? Who would want to do that? Midway point, step up here, and we get a view of the area up ahead, including where the location of the goal is. Also, there's a bunny over here, so let's go ahead and catch that. In this game, there's, like, 3 green stars that you have to collect in order to reach completion, as well as a whole bunch of stamps, which I haven't located yet. I'll get to the stamp eventually. And I'm sorry to mention this, but in the left side of the screen there is another bell. The bell, of course, is what turned me into Cat Peach. And just for old time's sake, let's say Cat Toadstool. Then over here, we got a giant rabbit. I like the rabbits. They were a nice addition to the Mario games. And I'll just go ahead and be giant now. Hooray! Goodbye, tree. I'll just go this way for the moment, and I need to stomp on the ground to collect some coins. Then hurry up and get over here because there's some bricks that I need to... Nah, not bunnies. Whatever, I can float. There's a hidden path under here. Easier to get under there if you're still big, but I was a little bit too slow. Now I'm going to go back because there was some stuff I missed. As I said, I'm going to try to avoid doing a whole lot of editing. If it turns out that I have to retrace my steps too much, then I'll go ahead and edit that out. But for the most part, any editing that I'm going to do is going to be kept simple. And now I get to mention this for the last time, hopefully. In the left corner of the screen, you can see the bell that was holding the bell. Yeah. If I press select, I can grab that. You can store an item just like in Super Mario World. It'd be nice if you could like have an inventory like in Super Mario Bros. 3. They did that in New Super Mario Bros. U, but... Oops. But not in this one, which, you know, not a big deal. I think the inventory idea is kind of cool, especially if you have, like, different items. But, different items like... Well, in Super Mario Bros. 3, you had stuff like the music box, which put wandering enemies to sleep. You had the warp whistle, which brought you to another world. You had the Jijim's Cloud, or the Lokatu's Cloud, whatever you want to call it, that lets you skip stages. It'd be nice if they brought that sort of thing back in a Mario game. This doesn't have those sort of items, and New Super Mario Bros. U also didn't have that sort of item. But you know, what it does have is pretty dang awesome. Now I'll go ahead and grab another coin real quick, and we move on to the next stage. Now, interesting thing about this place is it brings up an opportunity to max out your lives, and the maximum amount of your lives is crown, crown, crown. To explain that better, your lives go up to 999, and then they go beyond 999. And so, in order to do that, the digits change to crowns. And the maximum is crown, crown, crown. I forget specifically how many crown, crown, crown is. Come here, you. I want to say 1,110, but anyway, if I just do this, this is going to be tricky. It's a good thing I have Princess Peach. There we go. If I keep doing this, I'm just going to keep racking up lives. If I do this until time runs out, I'm probably going to rack up around 700 lives. I don't really feel like doing that, though. I feel like trying to do this relatively legit. That didn't go according to plan. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Kick that around and let it hit those blocks for me. Boy, these two Koopa Troopas are really big. Oh, and I just lost my opportunity to show off something that was kind of neat. I like the clear pipes idea. This game has... Oh, hey, there's more coins up there. Let me get back up there. charge up to do a flip like in Super Mario Brothers 2. I wish I had my Fire Flower. Go ahead and do that. There's probably another Fire Flower in here. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I missed my chance to get a whole bunch more coins out of that. I was trying to stomp on it for reasons that I'll show you off later. Now, the neat thing about this shell is it's kind of also a power-up. If I run and hold the left Z trigger, basically pressing the duck button, I can just bounce around in the shell. Obviously, it doesn't last forever. It lasts— oh, shoot! Did I want to go through that? Please tell me this is the first star right here. Okay, good. Get me some extra time because I'm wasting it. And if I keep doing this, I think— yeah, there's a path up here. Can't remember if there's anything up here or if this is just a shortcut across the area. I think it's just a shortcut across the area. But I'll just go ahead and continue going through it. Just for the fun of it, just to see— oh, hey, it's a gold pipe. Awesome. Let me grab these real quick because I don't know if they'll still be there when I come back out of that pipe. Anyway, if you come across a gold pipe, it's a gold mine sort of pipe. Alright, we got gold shells, so I'll just have fun like this. And then apparently go through the pipe while I'm riding it. Didn't think that was possible. Did they respawn? Nope. Well, so much for that. For this video, I'll probably be going all the way to the end of World 1. I mean, that's how most people do it, go through the entire world. Alright, I think there's nothing else up there, so I'll just go the normal way. I really want a Fire Flower, because I kind of want to show that off. I mean, by now, everybody who's watching this video probably already know how Fire Flowers work. Oh yeah, and you can jump and kind of steer while you're bouncing around in the shell. Alright, if I head into that question block up there, it's a warp block, and it's going to take me to the next green star that I want to collect. For this, I have a bit of time limit. 10 seconds, and then it's over, so definitely grab that star. And unfortunately, even once the star appears, the timer is still going, so you really want to be quick. Okay, finally, Fire Flower. It is really cool to have a Fire Flower in a 3D Mario game. I am aware that the Fire Flowers were also in Super Mario 3D Land, but Super Mario 3D Land was kind of— oops. Was kind of, sterile, to put it nicely. Then we have these crystal blocks. I'm not sure if there's any significance to the fact that they're crystal. Probably not. Oops. Gotta go through this way. Like I said, the clear blocks idea was definitely interesting. And speaking of clear blocks, I meant to say clear pipes, but there's invisible pipes here. Now, if I just let this guy come this way, there's a little trick I can do. It's not very easy, but if you saw the points, you can kind of stack those up like if you were jumping on them. Also, here's stacking coins. How many coins is this? Probably a lot. Already up to 27 lives. That's probably because I kind of cheated at that one point a bit to show off how to get infinite lives, or sort of infinite lives. Let's do this. And there's some information for the future. You can have you can have shells collect stars for you. Now that pipe's the exit, I'm pretty sure, so what's this way? It just takes me back. Alright, I got all 3 green stars and I got the stamp, so I don't think there's anything I need to be particularly looking for. Let's go ahead and finish this level. Get rid of you because you're just going to be in the way. Alright. Oh, running out of time. Whatever. And that's the end of level 2. And we're adding to our stamp collection. To my understanding, the stamp collection adds to the Miiverse. Or me thing, whenever you post messages. A feature that I haven't quite enabled on this this save file, so that will be explained in a bit. Got a mushroom house up there. I'm going to ignore it for the time being because I don't think I really need any items. Grab another coin because it keeps respawning, and where you got a not quite a wandering enemy, but it's an enemy that you have to fight in order to proceed on the map. So it's kind of like Super Mario Bros. 3, kind of not. Whatever. Now, one reason why I like this game so much is the multitude of power-ups. So far, we've only seen the giant mushroom, the cat suit, and the fire flower, and sort of, technically speaking, the green, riding around in a shell. There's more. I think we've only seen like half the power-ups in the game so far. Well, half of them is kind of sad considering we've only beaten 2 stages so far, but most of the later power-ups won't come until, well, later. Much later. Alright, on to Mount Beanpole. We got rid of Chargin Chuck, Super Mario World enemy. Has Chargin Chuck been in any games besides Super Mario World and this game? Green star and a view of the mountain. Now, up at the top there, one of the peaks that goes infinitely high. There's going to be a lot of walls like that. That's probably like that just to make sure that since your cat suit can climb on walls, they probably made some walls super tall so you can't like break the game or something like that. Also, that Goomba was apparently using a cat suit. Return the power blocks, and let's go ahead and use a cat suit again. The fire flower replaces the item that was in there, so not that it affects anything right now. By the way, when you're playing in multiplayer mode, it's obviously you probably already know this. It's 4-player simultaneous play, up to 4 players, I should say. And for every character you have an extra inventory space on the left side of the screen there. Since I'm by myself, I can only carry 1 item in this inventory, which is kind of sad. I wouldn't mind being able to hold more. I'm definitely racking up lives here. I wonder how many of these I'm going to need. I've already beaten this game once, and by the way, the final battle with Bowser is really awesome. I mean, it's much better than the final battles with Bowser in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, or specifically, I suppose I should say New Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and Wii. The final battle with Bowser in Super Mario Bros. Wii U was okay. Oops, I don't want that. I don't want to replace my Fire Flower, because that's exactly what that'll do if I collect it. Those Goombas are meowing. I'm saying that because I can't think of what else to say right now. You know, I really need to stop like saying when I don't have anything to say. It probably doesn't help the quality of my Let's Play. Climb up the wall. There's a limit to how you can climb, but you can sort of jump off and climb further, but you can only do that once. After the second time, you're just going to be sliding down like so. Oh, wait. Well, that's a terrible example. You know what? Screw it. If you don't want me to let you give an example, then I'm not going to give an example. Warp Cloud. Reminds me of the note blocks in Super Mario Bros. 3. It doesn't have that Cloudland song to it, but it's also not a place full of a ton of coins. But it's still pretty neat. It's reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 3's Cloud Zone. One thing that I find kind of interesting about the piranha plants in this game is you can stomp on them. That is just weird. In every Mario game up until recent, you couldn't do that. If you try something on a piranha plant, you would take damage. But that's kind of what you're supposed to do here. Alright, here comes the end of the stage. I've got all 3 green stars, and I've got the stamp. No, I'm not collecting that. Now, the fun thing about the cat suit is you can climb up the cat at the flagpole at the end of the stage. I think if you're like at least halfway up, you're guaranteed to reach all the way to the top. Now, there's a special goal in this game to get the top of the flagpoles in every stage, basically turning them into gold flags. I've never actually accomplished that yet, so I don't know if there's like some special reward for doing that. I guess we'll find out eventually, maybe? And we got some information. It's basically saying, hey, since we're too cheap to include manuals with the game boxes nowadays, you can just find the manual for the game sitting over here. I assume you can actually see what I'm looking at. I don't actually have my TV turned on. I'm playing on the gamepad because it's showing the exact same thing on both things. It's showing the gamepad, or it's showing the, well, it's showing what you're seeing right now is on my TV and on the gamepad, and so I'm just playing on my gamepad because you can't turn the gamepad screen off for whatever reason. It's kind of distracting watching the TV playing on it when the exact thing is going on at the bottom of my peripheral vision. So rather than watch 2 screens doing the same thing at the same time, I'm just playing on the gamepad. The gamepad looks better anyway. I don't have an HD TV, it's just a standard TV. It's not even flat. So now we got a new character thing here. Just skip all this information. This guy is adorable. What is his name? Plessy? Basically, riding him through the stage. He is invincible. If you hit an enemy, all you'll do is bounce back. Now, along the way, I'm going to want to pay attention because the green stars are going to be kind of tricky to catch. Now, if you're playing this on multiplayer, everybody controls this thing, which makes for some interesting... Aww. I missed the red coin. Or did I? No, apparently I didn't miss it. I thought I did. I was wrong. Got a 1-up out of that. Sometimes you'll get 1-ups for collecting all the coins, red coins. Sometimes you don't. I am so glad there's no penalty for bumping into anything. Now up ahead, I'm going to take a little shortcut through the waterfall because, as it so happens, the next green star is through the waterfall. Then I want to jump because bottomless pit. Then a star, so rather than going through the boost, I'm just going to go through the enemies. If you run into 8 enemies in a row, you get a 1-up. While you're in a star mode, I mean. Invincibility Star. I'm so glad that they brought those back because they were gone from Mario games for quite a long time. Now, if you've played like the original New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS, you're probably already used to those kind. Oh, wait! Hidden coins. Apparently, this game has a bunch of those. Surprised they're like flashing. Normally they just remain invisible. I guess since I just started off, they're making them more obvious for you, but eventually I guess they'll be a little bit trickier to see. Meow. I'm definitely glad to be playing as Princess Peach. Alright, now if I wanted to, I could proceed on with the final area of the game. Or not the game. My gosh, this would be a short game. Final area of World 1, but I have an option here. I could... Obviously, yeah. I didn't really mention this, but after this place opened, I had the option of going to 2 places. I probably didn't need to mention that, because, you know, you're watching this, you can probably see that for yourself. But anyway, It's kind of like, once again, Super Mario Bros. 3 in that regard. Having different places you have the option of going to. It would be kind of cool if it was like a Super Mario World where you could find secret exits to open up different stages. But, you know, the fact that you have branching paths is still pretty cool, even if they're, like, not a secret to finding them. Alright, we got a rotating block. I don't think there's anything special on this, so I'll just grab it. Yeah, it's this. Just for points, I'll go ahead and do this. And we got spring platforms here. Just do this. So this place has an obvious circus theme to it. For whatever reason, Super Mario 3D World as a whole has a circus theme to it. It's like Bowser's gimmick or something. Not entirely sure what the deal with that is. Now we're off to a nice looking part. This is where like the graphics really start looking pretty. You can get into the light, and the shadow or the light of the star is realistically on you, which is really cool. This is definitely a nice looking game. It better be a nice looking game. I mean, it's on the Wii U. I don't know how powerful the Wii U is compared to other next-gen consoles. For the most part, I don't care. I mean, as long as the games are good. I mean, I still play games on the Nintendo. So graphics don't really matter to me, but if you're going to have pretty graphics, then by all means. I should probably mention what the gimmick of this stage is, but you know what? That's probably pretty obvious too. Oh, here we go. Another red coin challenge. I have to collect them fast before time runs out. I think I mentioned that, but I'm not sure, so I'm mentioning it again. Get some points, and off to another green star challenge. The challenge in this one, they give you a fire flower to get rid of some blocks so you can hurry up and grab it. Now, I can't really dawdle in there and collect that fire flower if I wanted to, because once I collect the star, it automatically kicks me out. Now we got Kamek, or Magic Koopa. Generally, I think of Kamek as a specific Magic Koopa, and then all the others are just Magic Koopas. I'll ignore him for now. Oops. Grab some extra time. Being able to grab extra time was an interesting feature. Especially since for a while there, they stopped having time limits in Mario games. Like starting in Super Mario 64, or even technically Yoshi's Island if you wanted to count that. But they didn't bring time limits back in Mario games until New Super Mario Bros. Alright, almost done with this. Gotta get these because once I do, it's gonna allow me to get a stamp. Can I get that without the cat suit? I think I can wall jump. Yeah, there we go. So in cat suits, I'll go ahead and grab that just in case I failed the flagpole. I can just make up for it by climbing up. And also because I really like the way the tail swishes around when you finish the stage. I like tails. It's like one of the appeals for being furry for me is like, what would it be like to have a tail? Just seems interesting. Alright, a few more green stars. I seem to be doing perfectly so far. Well, for the most part. And I'll talk about that thing in a moment. Back in Plessie stage, you know what? I might as well grab that. Back in this stage, there, when I went through the waterfall in order to get the green star in there, I sort of failed at getting another thing because it's on the alternate path. So in order to 100% this stage, you have to play it twice. And I said I wouldn't be doing a whole lot of editing, but I'll go ahead and... Well, no, actually I won't, because there's also another alternate path that I could show off. And it's that cave down there. Or I could get all the yellow rings. You know what, I'll get all the yellow rings. I'm not sure if getting the rings does anything, and I probably won't find out because I just missed 2 of them. I don't think anything is in that cave aside from one of those booster things. So does anybody know if the yellow rings give you a boost? Or not boost. If the yellow rings do something special if you collect all of them? Like, do you get a 1-up or like a 5-up? Alright, gonna slow down here. The thing that I want is right over here. And that's the stamp. Ugh! That is cutting it close. And I was like going as slow as I could. Like I said, if you bump into these guys, they don't do anything. But anyway, let's just skip to the end of the stage. Because there's nothing else to the rest of the stage. But we gotta see what that stamp is. Alright. So let's see. Oh yeah, there was that thing that came up right over here. Like Super Mario Bros. 3, there is a little bonus thing that comes up every so often. I'm not sure what the trigger is. I'm going to assume it's after collecting a certain amount of points because that was the trigger in Super Mario Bros. 3. But it's the exact same thing. It's like slots to get 1-ups. I'll just go ahead and... I'm not going to worry about getting... Oh, that's pathetic. And don't worry about collecting the coins. They already count. The coins are just showering for special effects. Speaking of coin shower, oh boy, that's going to be fun in the next world. Alright, moving on. I find it interesting that you kind of have to hold the run button if you want to actually get anywhere on the map. You think going fast would be like the default. Because why would you want to just walk? There's nothing to be careful about. You can jump on the world map, but it doesn't serve any purpose. By the way, I didn't actually show off the mushroom houses, so I'm going to show off the mushroom house. In fact, I'm going to show off this mushroom house. It's a secret mushroom house. How cool is that? So basically the way it works is pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Just like in Mario 3, except there's only 2 boxes. The size of the box it doesn't matter. It's just completely random. So this case I'll just pick the big box. And I lost. All I got was a mushroom, which since I'm already powered up amounts to points. Now out of curiosity... No, it disappeared. Whenever you go through a mushroom house, it disappears until you get a game over. Alright, now we got Captain Toad. I really like Captain Toad. He was introduced in Super Mario Galaxy and was also in Super Mario Galaxy 2. And now in this game you actually get to play as Captain Toad. Now even though Captain Toad is kind of pathetic in general... He's got like a heart of gold. He's a coward, but he's also kind of brave. But in this, the goal is, well, first off, you can't jump as him, because he's not Mario. Or Toad. He's a different Toad. Huh. I guess some Toads are more acrobatic than others. But the goal here is to collect all the green stars. That's how you complete the stage. Now, if you're playing this on just the Wii Remote or even using the nunchuck, you're not going to be able to play this game. It's going to flat out tell you, hey, you can't play this without a gamepad or the Wii or the Pro, the other controller that looks like a normal controller. Now, apparently, this little fan thing right here is you're supposed to blow into the microphone on the controller in order to make it rise up. But apparently, you don't actually have to blow in it because it apparently is affected by the sound of my voice. I am talking right now. And talking some more because go back up. I had to wait for those guys to go by. Then I just travel across here. Oddly enough, crossing that platform made me realize I'm using the directional pad and not the control stick in order to move around. Kinda weird. You think I'd use a control stick because that's better maneuverability? But no, I'm not. I just find it easier on this gamepad to use the directional pad because the gamepad is kind of bulky, just a little bit. I mean, it's not terrible, but to use the control stick on the gamepad is kind of awkward for me. I have medium-sized hands. Alright, let me grab this coin over here real quick. And an empty box. I don't know why I was trying so hard to get it. Alright, so in this game, in order to proceed into certain areas, there's various points where you're going to need to have collected a certain amount of green stars, in this case 10. Now, playing the game normally, supposedly you won't have to worry about not having enough green stars, but while playing with my little cousins, we definitely did not have enough green stars at various points, so we had to backtrack in order to collect them. So we've reached the castle. I don't know if this is another throwback to Mario 3, but floating over the castle was a little fairy shouting, "Help! Help!" Alright, so we got soccer balls. Why are they soccer balls? I guess so that you know you can kick them. What are soccer balls called in countries where it's called football? Are they called footballs? I assume they would be. Alright, collecting green coins, it's pretty much just like collecting red coins. I don't know why it's green in particular. Oh wait, I remember why it's green in particular, because that's how you get a green star. I'll pass on that. I will, however, climb up this wall to get some extra time. It's only 10 seconds, kind of a waste of time, but it's also 100 points. So there's that. How about that water effect? Alright, shoot me another one. That didn't work out. I wonder if that cat suit is still over here. But yeah, that's it. Thank goodness for Peach's floating ability. So is yep, they don't disappear. Hooray! Because you need the cat suit in order to turn that wheel with the paw print on it over here. Why did that thing explode on me? Was it because the Goombas touched it? I guess. Alright. Screw those thwomps down there for the time being. I'll grab this. Oh. Do this. You can stomp on it to get a whole lot of coins. And if I like... Sometimes if you blow on the mic, certain invisible things appear. Like invisible coins or invisible coin blocks. Maybe that's why those coins were appearing on their own earlier, because they were reacting to the sound of my voice while I'm Let's Playing. Alright. Now, the thing about the thwomps is, in the Super Mario Galaxy games, getting smashed by a thwomp is instant death. In this game, not so much. Which, whatever. I don't really mind it either way. Now those Goombas are holding a star, so I'll just sucker them up, and that's how we get the third green star. After that, it's just a matter of reaching the end of the stage, and I'm not going to go after those coins because I'm worried about... Oops. Come over here and get blown up. Thank you. Oh, and here comes more. That worked well. It is an interesting choice to go with soccer balls, though. I mean, why did you have this sort of thing anyway? Alright, in that case, I got hit because the timer started, so it was turning red and starting to explode. I don't care about that mushroom. I'll go ahead and grab this, though. Alright, I'm going to want the fire flower because boss fight ahead. I don't know where this is in relation to the rest of the stage. You can't turn the camera very far. Music stopped though, so that's like ominous or something. And it's Bowser driving a car. Why not? Wario has a car. And a motorcycle. Alright, so what you're supposed to do here, is kick these soccer balls into his car while chasing him. Here's the thing though. he only goes forward while you're trying to chase him. So if you have the Fire Flower, this is how you win this fight. Just stand still and just keep throwing fireballs. That's it. And yes, I really am going to beat this fight this way. It takes more hits from fireballs than it does soccer balls. But whatever, as long as you're just standing back here and constantly throwing fireballs, those soccer balls he's throwing at you are never actually going to reach you. So, you really don't have to worry about, like, getting a real challenge out of this. I mean, I suppose I could show off what the rest of this path looks like. But hey, if I have a chance to exploit a weakness in the Let's Play, why not? Also, don't step in those lava things. They don't instant kill you, but they do hurt. Obviously, why wouldn't they? If I was chasing him, those little pits he's creating would be kind of... And all of a sudden, all those pillars that were surrounding us disappeared. What was I saying? But yeah, that's the Bowser fight. A lot more interesting if you don't know how to exploit it. Alright, I'll just grab these coins real quick. Can I go this way? No. I guess technically speaking, I'm on a different map than I was before. Is that where I was? Like, if I come... No, wait, that's the exit. Because I can see the flagpole. I like the blur effect in the distance. What's down there? Can I, like, see down there? It's just water. What kind of castle is nothing but water in the middle? And there's the fairy that we saw get captured by Bowser. For whatever reason, Bowser is capturing fairies. I'm not entirely sure why. Alright. And I'll go pull that. It would be really bad to not get a gold pull in a boss stage. And that is that. And with that, we pretty much finished World 1. In fact, we finished it 100%. Hooray! We don't ever have to come back here. Unless for whatever reason I want to go to that mushroom house that I skipped. Which you never know. If I ever get to finish a stage without a power-up, that's what I would want to do. And so this fairy is going to wave her hammer to make a crystal pipe appear. Also, since we beat the stage, now Bowser's car is sitting there. Even though it kind of exploded on him. So is there anything else? I noticed there's a gray icon down there at the bottom if I just leave it sit there. I kind of wonder what that is. Can I like tap it to get information on about it? No. Not 100% sure what that icon is for. Whatever. So that's the end of World 1. If we go through this pipe, we come to World 2. Which is a desert world. And there's another fairy and another castle shouting, "Help, help, help." And now we are going to end this episode. Now, I will say that, yeah, like I said before, everybody's Let's Playing this game right now. This game is fairly new still. So, most of you, well, if you're still watching, thank you. Apparently, I actually am worth watching, and that makes me feel kind of proud. If you're not watching this, then screw you, you suck. But I definitely wanted to play a modern game. I actually attempted a different game that I just bought today, but apparently it doesn't offer much in the way of commentary. There was just too much silence as I was trying to figure out what was going on, so this was my second choice actually, I'll admit it. In case you're curious, my first choice was Rise of the Guardians. Yes, a licensed movie game. I'm kind of being adventurous this year with my game choices because I almost got no games last year. It's my New Year's resolution. But anyway, we are done with this episode. Apparently, this is a good choice for a Let's Play, because even though everybody's doing a Let's Play of this game already, I don't think my commentary was too bad. And like I said, I'm not going to be doing much editing to this Let's Play. Kind of sit back, focus only on this game for a little bit. We'll resume my other Let's Plays after I beat this. And since I won't be doing a whole lot of editing, that shouldn't take too long.